Conservative Media Peeps, what's up? Me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion, and Paul F. Villarreal is right there. And we are talking about David Haye versus Wladimir Klitschko for the championship of the World Heavyweight Boxing Championship type of situation. Now, here's the thing. And you know, now I think, Paul, this is champion versus champion, right?
This is champion versus champion. This is basically a unification match. Vladimir's, I believe, WBO and IBF, and I think Haye is, I can't remember if he's WBA or WBC. I think WBA.
We're talking champion versus champion. We're talking unification. We're talking serious situations. It's going down in Germany. Now, first of all, personal opinion only, not alleged facts. Like I say, it's personal, for entertainment, parody purpose. Only check disclaimers. Now, here's the deal. We talked about the weigh-in. They both look like they're in great shape. This has been a lot of, it's going down in HBO. There's been a lot of talk, and there's been a lot of trash talk, frankly, in our personal opinion, over many years. And it's going down tomorrow. And I want to know what's up with this situation. It's now coming down tomorrow. And look, here's what I think. I think David Haye, he's coming in light. He's looking like he's going to do some stick and move situation. He wants to do all that. Maybe he's going to try to jump on Wladimir early, see if he can, you know, get to him, sting him a little bit, all that type of stuff. Okay, that's great. But I don't think that's going to be happening, right? Oh, I'm sure David Haye's going to get on his bicycle and try to do his little thing like that. But I think that Wladimir, he's lighter, he's leaner, he's going to figure out how to cut the ring off. And, you know, he's been working with Emmanuel Stewart. He's got that offense going and all that. And I think that, you know, all the talk's great, right? But what happens when you get hit by Dr. Iron Fist? Okay? What happens when you get stung like that and that jab starts just blasting you right in the face, dude? Boom! Okay? And then, so I just think that, you know, when David Haye tastes that power of the much bigger man with the technical skills, I think forget about it. Unless David Haye can get to Wladimir early, I don't see a good way for him to win. Okay? I don't think you're going to be able to get in there and just try to outpoint him. The only way I see David Haye winning a decision is if somehow, you know, you get on that bike and you stick and move big time and steal some early rounds, and then you kind of trade rounds in the middle, and then hope that Wladimir gets tired, you can get back to your stick and move and stuff like that. I think that's a tough situation because I think that Wladimir is motivated, and I think he's going to put some punishment on David Haye, and I think when David Haye feels that power, it's going to be a good night, David Haye. Paul, what do you think about this fight? How do you see it going?
I agree with you. David Haye is light for this fight. Now, he's actually a couple pounds heavier than he was against Audley Harrison. He was like 210 in that fight. He's 213 for this fight. I do think he's going to use a similar game plan that he used against Nikolai Valuev, which is to stick and move, you know, pick his spots, you know, land power late, but just kind of dance around. I think the game plan is to try to tire Wladimir out. Klitschko is 35 years old. I think that is what they're going to try to do rather than the Corey Sanders try to rush in against Wladimir approach. I think that Haye will increase his chances if he does stick and move. Yeah, he could win a Corey Sanders bull rush fight, but he could also easily get knocked out. I think that they're going to try to just, you know, carry Wladimir later into the fight. David Haye keeps his power pretty well. If you remember, he stung Valuev pretty good at the end of the 12th round, so he's able to retain his power. I do think that Wladimir and Emmanuel Stewart, his trainer, have been working on cutting the ring off. I think they have some idea that David Haye may use that game plan of the stick and move. There's also some talk that David Haye might use a little bit of the southpaw stance against Wladimir. I think ultimately Wladimir will prevail in this fight. I think that he's bigger, he's stronger. He, you know, I think his endurance will hold up. I think at some point he will find David Haye. You know, maybe David Haye will cause him a little bit of trouble or land on him a little bit. So did Samuel Peter. So have other guys.
Right.
I think that the good big man is going to beat the good smaller man.
That's right. To me, I predict this is going to look something like, you know, Wladimir versus Chris Bird, okay, the last fight. And I think that you know, Chris Bird basically, you know, was supposed to be lighter, stick and move us now, whatever. Yeah, that all went out the window when you got stung. Okay, and so I think that Wladimir is going to get to David Haye, and it's going to be a whole different ball game after that. So that's what I think. I think Wladimir by TKO or flat out KO. Paul, I think, is saying the same thing. What do you think? Who's going to win this fight? It's going down in Germany. I want to know who you think is going to win this thing right here. You tell me what's up. Comments below. Subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal. That is Paul. We're Conservative Media, and we will see you next time.